All right, let's move on to the next pattern. We're at pattern-collections.com, going down to pattern focus. Scroll down here to this one called V's and T's. Interesting. Okay. This is what we're aiming for. Apparently. Some sort of big dandelion-like shape. There's some variations. Apparently you make as many rows as you want. So we're going to start with a V. I can do that. Go around in circles with a variety of V's. And then on top of the V, looks like we're going to connect not the tops of the V, but the top of one V to the other with a little, looks like a nail head. I suppose that's the T part. Does look kind of like a golf tee, right? And then on top of that, we're going to do a V with 2 extra lines. A V with 2 extra lines in order to make more T's. And then again, another row if you want. A V with 2 extra lines. This one, she didn't quite have enough room for the V, so she just put the 2 extra lines. So she just has some extra T's sticking out there where there's not room. And so forth and so on. And just build it until you get what you want. So I'm going to just do that. I'm going to start in the middle and work my way out and see what we get. Sounds good to me, right? Okay. Close your eyes. It's that time. Woo! Alright. Let's see. Do I want to mark my page right in the middle? Maybe so. I'm going to do that just as close. And I'm also going to give myself a little pencil border just so I don't get too close to the edge. I may not use the border. I probably won't use the border, but just so I don't get too terribly close to the edge. And my first V, I don't want it to get. I'm gonna mark myself a little spot here so I don't go too far down in there. Does that make sense? I don't know if you guys can even see that. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna do a V. And then another V. And I'm just going to go around and I'm just going to hit that circle so that everything doesn't get too close together. Or get close to that circle, I guess. Of course, I've already gone past the circle, which, you know, is me. V. And I don't think it matters how many of these you do, as long as you end up with V's. And then on the 2 skinny bits, we're going to come out and around like that. Like this. I think I actually might have made these too close together. I mean, too far apart. Needed skinnier T's, but that's okay. So then I'm going to do a V with an extra line. Skinnier looks better. It's a little fat, but that's okay. Learn from my mistakes. Next time I do one, I'll just draw them skinnier. So you guys know what's been going on with my backyard project. They got the big ugly bush out this weekend. Yeah, I now know why it was going to cost as much as it cost. It was a little pricey. But took 2 guys close to 4 hours to take out this bush. Plus to grind the stump. There was a tree that had been planted in a really bad spot. Like right near the where the cable and the electrical boxes are. Bad place for a tree. And it had gotten really big, and we had it taken out a year, maybe 2 ago. But that tree guy refused to do the stump. He said it was too close to the electrical. He wouldn't do it. Yeah. So, our contractor, he found a tree guy who would do it. But it wasn't cheap because it was in an awkward, difficult place. But I'm just happy that the stump is gone. They'll be able to pour the driveway when it gets to that point. And, yeah. Okay, I'm going to do one more roundabout, I think. Looks good. About that big. That one might be only 1. Or small. Maybe just small. So I can do 2, but I'm going to have them smaller in between, I think. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, so we got the bush out. That's good. And they put in the foundation for the wall. Today they are delivering brick. And I think they're going to start the wall. I don't know. I haven't gone out and looked in a little while. They have been delivering brick. This is easy to do. Doesn't take much thought. A V and then an extra line in there. And some taller ones and some shorter ones. Like that. And then I'll make my T's and I'll be done. Pretty simple, this one. This is so much fun. I'm just enjoying myself. Hope when you draw, you enjoy yourself. And if you haven't yet started drawing and you're just following along, I encourage you to pick up a pen and try. If you think that these patterns are too difficult, go back into the playlist and find the beginning patterns and follow along with the beginner ones. I swear it's not as hard as it looks, which is one of the reasons why I do them all in real time. No fast forwarding, no editing of any kind, so you see exactly how it's drawn. I don't trick you or make you think it's different than what it is. It is what it is, and you see the whole process. Where? Perfect. V's and T's, right? Isn't that what it said? I do believe that's what it said. Let me look again just to make sure. Yeah, V's and T's. V-E-E-S. V's and T's. Stick my signature in there somewhere. I'm going to erase my guidelines because I don't need them. If you want to, you can leave them in and just shade and let them just blend into your what you drew, but that's not what I like, so I do it differently. Yeah, I would have made, if I was to do this again, I would have made this center one, these parts closer together. I would have put more V's in there. I like that skinnier look. I'm going to do a little shading down in here. Maybe that will help me make that look better for me. Not quite so bold. And then I want, for sure, a little shading right there where they touched the previous one. Right there at the bottom. And then I'm going to go back through with the white and give a little highlight on the top of those T's. I think that will be really good. Okay, a little blending. Could get out my thinner point blender. Just seems like this is kind of a fat point. Where's my little one? Or is that my little one? Oh, that is my little one. I thought I had a smaller one yet. A pointier one. Oh, I do. I have a pointier one. Oh, but it's the one that mushes. Some brands of these, I got these ones online. I got them really super cheap in a package. But I don't like them. They're too soft and squishy. Yeah, I don't really like them. That's why I haven't used them. Let's see, how about this one? I like the brand from, I don't remember if it's Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I think it's General. Same people who make the charcoal pencils. I think that's the brand I like. I like the compactness of their stump and the fact that it doesn't squish, although the thin ones, I tend to break them. See, I've already broken this one. I don't know if you can see that. How it's wiggly. I broke it right there. I squeeze too hard, like that. I put it here in my hand and it breaks right there. So that's why on this one, I've reinforced it with a lot of blue tape. Oops, I need a little, right there where they overlap. I missed those overlaps up here. And the reason I blend is because when you're doing your shading, if you just leave it, and you can leave it, but there's something about blending which creates the shadow part for your eye in a way that without it, it's hard to do. The blending creates that gradation from darker to lighter, just like a shadow. Creates a darker to lighter thing, and your eye automatically thinks, oh yeah, that makes that this one's in front of this one because it's making a shadow right there. And these are sticking up out of this because it's a shadow down here. It's just the way your eye thinks. Your brain fills in some information based on the little bit of information you give it here with the shading. If you just leave it as pencil, your brain doesn't always think, oh, that's shading, that's a shadow. As soon as you use a little blending stick and you get that, just that little bit of gradation from the darker to the lighter as you spread that around, automatically your brain says, oh, shadow or shading, not just a line where you've drawn something. I hope that makes sense. But it's weird what happens in your brain. Brains are awesome things. Absolutely spectacular things, the brain. Gotta sharpen my white. It's a little dull. And then I'm just gonna go right there. And do a little highlight. Look at that. Perfect. That one needs a little shading, doesn't it? Right there, where those two overlap. Better. There ended up being a lot of these little T's out there at the end. Ooh, There we go. Maybe a little highlight right in the middle. Ah, it's so pretty. I love it. All right, that was easy to do. You guys can do this. It was straight lines and little curves. That was it. You can do this. I swear you can. All right, you guys have a really great day. I will see you tomorrow on the next one. I'm going to get up and take a break, and then I'll be back. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.